Now, just because you can't take a vacation from dialysis doesn't mean you can't go on vacation. Travel is definitely allowed. In fact, it's encouraged on dialysis. If you're on hemodialysis, the social worker at your center can try to help you to set up dialysis in the vacation location of your choice. They'll be able to find some kind of a center there that will be able to take you as what we call a transient, somebody that's visiting. I've had patients travel cross country up into Mexico, into Canada, and always been able to maintain their dialysis, and I'm talking about their hemodialysis. If you are interested in taking cruises, there's a dialysis cruise line that you can actually take a cruise. The staff there is fully certified in dialysis and allows you to be able to enjoy the pleasures of a cruise, but still being able to maintain dialysis, because that might be a little difficult in certain circumstances or locations or destinations for you to be able to get your dialysis done. So a lot of patients really enjoy having that as a benefit as well. If you're going to be on peritoneal dialysis, you do have to plan ahead. You're going to have to either work with your supplier and tell them that from this date to that date I'm going to be at this location, and they can deliver your supplies ahead. So that you don't have to rent a trailer to carry your cases of peritoneal dialysis fluid. If you're only going for a couple of days, you can pop a couple of cases in the trunk along with your cycler and be able to go on and do what you'd like to do. So peritoneal allows you a little bit more freedom. It just takes a little bit more planning, because you have to calculate how many bags are you going to need, and make sure that you don't cut yourself too short, because that would make things a little bit uncomfortable. A couple other circumstances that can come up if you think that you need to be, think about it, that you need to be on dialysis either until you die or until you might get a transplant. What kind of things can come up to interfere with your regular schedule? This winter probably came to illustrate that bad weather can have a major impact on dialysis care. We dealt with blizzards this winter. In other parts of the country, they were dealing with floods. Come the summer, we're going to have hurricanes. When things like that come up, there has to be some kind of an alternative plan, and there are emergency cases that are, or criteria that are set up, that when a certain circumstance comes up, whatever the emergency would be, there's already a plan of action that's in place. I know at some centers, when it gets to be wintertime, in the late fall, they will look down the list and the nephrologist will determine who might need to have a prescription for Kayexalate. Kayexalate is something that will actually cause diarrhea, and in causing diarrhea, it will help to lower the potassium, as well as help to expel any extra fluid that there may be. It's not dialysis, but if the weather is so bad and the National Guard might even have a hard time getting around, it might be just what you need to be able to get you by that extra day until we can get you into the center to get your regular treatment. Sometimes there have been hurricanes, and the actual water supply for the city has been contaminated. And that went on with Katrina down in Louisiana and Mississippi, which is why you heard about dialysis patients being sent to Texas and other states north, Arkansas and Tennessee, because our water supplies weren't impacted. There's filter systems that are built into what's called the RO, or the reverse osmosis system, which is what pumps the water that we use in dialysis. But sometimes when the waterways are so contaminated, there is no way that we can override that. We just need to step out and move on to another location. In weather disasters, I know myself, I've been on call various times through hurricanes, through blizzards. We've made it to work when even the mail hasn't gotten out, and we've utilized the National Guard to both get patients to the center as well as get staff to the center. That's why you'll hear on the news when certain circumstances come up that the governor has mobilized the National Guard to be able to transport patients. This is the exact circumstance that he's talking about. Long term, this is where your compliance with your doctor's prescription comes to pass. If you mind your fluid restrictions, don't gain an excessive amount of weight, don't cheat and dietarily cheat and wind up having a very high potassium, a chronically high potassium, it will be to your benefit should this emergency come up. And one of the things you need to remember is that an emergency is something that you can't plan for. So this is where there will be evidence of your compliance and where you will benefit from the fact that yes, you did comply. All right, so that's that. Now,
iCompassion.org, a registered 501c3 nonprofit, is the first free, independent, and trusted online community for people dealing with kidney disease. iCompassion.org allows people to quickly find information regarding kidney disease and treatment options, and to become a part of an online community to get connected, get better, share hope, and give back. Join today and share your story of hope.